Welcome Periscope, welcome Google Hangouts, welcome Internet Archive, welcome Robot Overlords. I'm Halcyon, this is Hug Nation. This is part 2 of Burning Man 2015 Reflections. Spoiler alert, it was awesome. Now, some details and some stories. First off, I want to share about my interaction with a traveler. He was in his 30s, and he was a traveler. He listed off all the places he'd been over his life. He was camping with the couchsurfing camp, and just really had made his passion in life to visit remote places, exciting places, famous places, obscure places. And he said that he'd heard about Burning Man for years and just never could justify the expense or the time or the effort to go to a party, to go to a festival. And then he said, and I finally started thinking about it, I go, what if there was a city that attracted amazing art from all over the world and attracted artists from all over the world and scientists from all over the world. And imagine if that city had its own set of rules and it had no monetary system. And he started listing off all of these attributes of Black Rock City. And he said, and what if that city only existed for 1 week a year? And I suddenly realized, I have to go. And that was a big shift in the way that I have been talking about Burning Man lately, and it's a way that the organization has been changing the way they talk about it. The word festival is no longer a part of the dialogue when talking about Burning Man. At one time, it made sense to call it a festival, but now there are so many festivals, and a festival has certain attributes, such as a lineup of artists that are paid to play there, places where there are vendors, food areas. I mean, there can be art, there can be other things, but a festival has a framework which is very different from Burning Man. Burning Man is a city. It is a city that inspires its residents to feel ownership, to feel pride, to do whatever they can to share what they have to give with this city. And I think that is a big part of why I put so much pressure and time and energy leading up to the event to get people to participate. Because if you are a traveler and you visit a city and you say, wow, this is a really cool city, you can appreciate it. You can send postcards and tell friends, wow, you should visit this place. But if you are in a city that you are a resident in, that you helped build, that exists partially because of you, that feeling, that pride as other people visit and go, wow, I want to send postcards from this place, that feels amazing. That inspires you to want to make your city better. That inspires the duocracy, that inspires the civic responsibility. And so that Burning Man is a city. And maybe, you know what, I'm actually struggling with using the word Burning Man. Burning Man is such a skewed definition of what this place is. Burning Man is like, it's like calling a city flagpole in town square. Oh, you gotta visit flagpole in town square. Flagpole in town square is awesome. Flagpole in town square, you gotta come visit flagpole in town square. But that's just like the one marker in the middle of this incredible city. After your first couple years and your first couple watching of a big man burn, it becomes maybe a negligible part of the experience. I haven't actually walked out to see the conclave performance, to see the man burn for 8, 9 years. The experiences with people, the experiences with art and randomness and spontaneous expressions of self and creativity and random occurrences in deep playa or on side streets, that is Burning Man. That is Black Rock City. To To me, Black Rock City is where I go to. Black Rock City is where my pride of being a citizen is about. Black Rock City allows me to extend my love and passion and commitment beyond a pagan ritual to a community of people, a network of systems, a constantly evolving pattern of human interaction. That is what Black Rock City is. That is what is referred to commonly as Burning Man, but is so much more. So I just started a new pink-hearted Facebook group to try to make a place, an internet gathering place that doesn't succumb to the snarkiness and kind of negative vibe that is so easily commonplace and kind of comes out in digital expressions of the web of Burning Man. And it happens on the ePlaya, it happens on Reddit, it happens, just seems to happen, it happens in the Facebook group. And so I wanted to create a place that is not Burning Man, it is the pink-hearted version of Burning Man. So I'm reserving the right to moderate, to kick out, to not allow snark. And I know that snarkiness is a part of Burning Man. Snarkiness by people just being kind of silly or being kind of like jokingly negative with people, giving people misdirections or being kind of the trickster. And that's an awesome expression of freedom and creativity in an intimate setting, and especially among people that you have a connection with. And I finally realized that as negative as I am about snarkiness, I have some of my relationships with my dearest friends are thick with snarkiness. My best friend D-Love that I went to my first burn with, he and my brother, him and his family, the Cohens and the Stins, we call ourselves the Stohens because we're so tight. And the Stohen dynamic is one of teasing, mocking. And we have so deep connections of love that it's just funny. We know each other's weaknesses and strengths so much that it's funny as we draw and poke it out with each other. That dynamic does not work with a stranger. With a stranger, especially in an environment where they're getting used to this feeling of being vulnerable and opening their heart, if then you mock them for one of their weaknesses, snarkiness without a built-in trust, without an understanding of love, comes across as mean and shuts people down. It is such an honor to be able to share this moment of recalibration, this moment of remembering that whatever you hear out in the world, that the world would rather hug you than hurt you. That there are like-minded, like-hearted brothers and sisters all over this world, some of them just waiting for permission to let their light shine. So as you shine your light, you illuminate your path, you give others permission, you are of service in the world just as you are you. Thank you for being you. I love you. Let's have a hug. Grab yourself by the shoulders. And be appreciative of this body, this suit that takes you through the world, that lets you experience all the sensations and sights, all the miracles of this planet. What an incredible gift to be on this planet experiencing this universe as it unfolds. But let's remember that this surface level expression and appreciation and receiving of the world is just one way that we exist. Beneath that is this personality, these labels that give us roles to play in the world, that give us adventures, that give us drama, or the labels we play, whether it is politician or mother or Hindu or conservative. These are the jerseys we put on to play the game. But let's never forget that we put those on by choice. And when we take off the jersey, when we take off the labels, we're exactly like every other person on the field. We don't really care about the goals. What we care about is that we are connected and we are expressions of something deeper and more amazing. And that level is what we connect with in this moment. That deep, loving light that shines through us. It is not us, it shines through us. So as we get out of the way, as we let go of our labels, we allow for that divine light to shine through us. It exists in everyone, no matter how obnoxious they seem to act in the world. So let's love them and forgive them and recognize that light in them. And let's love and forgive ourselves and recognize the light in us. And for 3 breaths, let's just be that light. Let's feel all the lights on this planet pulsing and breathing as cells in one cosmic being. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Ready? Inhale. Last one. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all the love warriors, happy Hug Nation. I love you. We do this every week. Please join us, recalibrate. Be your highest self. It's a gift.